This is a demonstration of an energizing breath, Kampala, which sometimes is also referred to as skull shining breath. This is a breath that will energize and heat up the body. It's also good for working the core muscles because the focus is really right in the middle of the belly. So you can focus on your belly button, and the focus is on the exhale. So we're going to start seated, and I'm seated cross-legged, and I've got a little bit of support under my, not really under my sits bones, but right behind them to kind of lift my buttocks and create a curve at the back of my spine so that my spine is nice and long. And you want the side body to be nice and long. So you can take your hands and kind of push your hip bones down, and then take your hands and imagine you could lift your ribs up. So you've got lots of length and space here. And then if you want to place a hand here and just start to focus on how the belly button draws towards the spine as you exhale. And we're going to exaggerate that movement in a kind of almost punching rhythm. And then the inhale just happens all by itself. So to start, feel your sits bones underneath you and make sure you feel nice and grounded and settled, and imagine that the floor is kind of rising up to meet you. And your torso is nice and long, and you're already sort of feeling some activation here in preparation for that. And close your eyes for a moment, soften your shoulders, and tuck your chin a little bit, and maybe move it back, just infinitesimally, so that you have a nice long back of the neck. And just check in with your breath, and check in with yourself. And notice the quality of your breath. Use your breath as kind of an anchor to focus your attention for a moment. And there's no right or wrong answer, certainly no judgment here. Is the breath kind of ragged? Is it shallow? And then see if you can relax everything around your jaw and your teeth and your mouth so that all of that stays nice and soft, and the activity really focuses in the center of your torso, and you're not doing this with your shoulders or your neck or your jaw. And so the way this works, and we'll do 8 rounds of it at your pace. So you get to decide, how fast or slow this is happening. And I've seen both. I've seen people really rocket through this, and I've seen people really very deliberately drawing their belly button in, and then just let it out and let the inhale happen all by itself. And so the breath happens through the nose. So you can start by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then eventually, with the exhale, you're going to punch the belly button in as the exhale forces itself out, and then let the inhale do its own thing. So I'll show you how this works. Notice the action here. And you may need a tissue for your nose. So that action should be visible. So that's what it looks like, and you can just start at your own pace, depending on however fast or slow you want to go. Just try 8 rounds of it, and at the end of 8 rounds, just a nice deep inhale, and then go back to your regular breath. So inhale and exhale, 1 cycle of breath, and then when you're ready, punch. 8 times, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, lengthen your spine, soften your shoulders, and then let it go. Close your eyes and just notice how you feel. And what you might feel is an increase in energy, an increase of sort of circulation, and maybe even, indeed, heat. So we'll do 1 more round. So one cycle of breath, and then when you're ready, just punch that inhale, letting the belly button draw into the spine, and then let the inhale just float itself into motion. Inhale and exhale, and when you're ready, the next time you exhale, draw that belly button in and you're kind of punching motion. 8 times. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders, and then let it go. Close your eyes. It's almost like you can feel some buzzing in your head, some new energy, some busyness. And that is Kabali Bhakti breath.